Hello, my name's Sue Mantova. I'm one of the nursing teachers at TAFE Caboolture. I commenced in that role in January of 2016. I've had a number of years experience in teaching in the healthcare field, but mostly in a hospital environment as opposed to teaching students at TAFE. A steep learning curve, I have to say. When I first commenced, I was given a number of presentations to deliver, PowerPoints, which I delivered essentially as given, a few interactive activities, but mostly presented to the presentations that I was provided with. I have to admit that I didn't do so well in my first semester. Then I joined the LEOP program and came to my first workshop, and I have to say that was my saving grace. It reaffirmed my ability as a teacher. It allowed me to use a number of innovative and cooperative learning strategies that I hadn't used in my first semester at TAFE.
Hi, my name is Tamara Bryan. I've come from working in a private RTO full-time for 5 years. I began with TAFE over a year and a half ago, and nothing could prepare me for learning about TAFE, the nature of TAFE, and how things basically ran here. Start afresh, start new, and thanks to the LEOP program, it was my navigation tool to really clarify things through TAFE and how I start again.
Additional strategies that I used would be using props, for example, low vision glasses, having the students walk around campus, having them undertake activities such as jigsaw puzzles with the low vision glasses on, also identifying or trying to order a takeaway meal from a takeaway menu, calculate the cost when they actually can't read the menu very clearly themselves. That was quite an interesting activity.
Okay, so the learner engagement strategies I used were ones that I discussed in our one-to-one interview. So I used the silent card shuffle, the barometer and the elimination draw, and I used that around learning theories when I was teaching on the training and assessment, and it was a really good way of bringing theory into practice, and the learners who were all on the course to become trainers themselves were really engaged in the process, and they actually gave me feedback at the end of the session that they enjoyed the activities that we did. And hopefully they would then take that on board and be able to use those when they themselves were training in their classes.
Online rooms have been useful, and I've used it mainly in this pilot program for being able to introduce the diploma program to students, but also to be able to engage with them on a on a sort of a face-to-face basis, but through technology. And the other students are able to engage with their peers, and that's been useful also. And there have been some good relationships built from those online rooms over the period of the diploma program.
Really valued working with my peers and other educators, just again because of that shared experience and because we learn so much from each other.
I valued working with another educator because it allowed me to share my 20 or so years of experience in teaching with them. And the mentee who I was working with is only fairly new to the teaching game, and so they appreciated that experience that I've been able to provide, even though they're also an online facilitator. It's enabled me to share with them some new ways of being able to engage with students, and they've appreciated that. the one-on-one lesson planning coaching session that I had with Jared, who's been the facilitator of the pilot program, has provided me with a different view, I suppose, into presenting a lesson that I may have presented differently beforehand. Sometimes I think once you've been delivering a program for a period of time, you can become a little blind to new ways of doing things. And Jared was able to provide a fresh pair of eyes and a couple of fresh strategies that I hadn't considered in terms of introducing the whole concept of project management to new students enrolled into the diploma program.
The best part of the LEOP program for me was to be able to reflect on my learning. Without this program, I don't think I would have sat down and reflected so much and wrote it and actioned it. So it was a great way to see how much I've grown within my role within a year and a half here at TAFE. I found the ITC publications diary to be very effective. It was useful not only for myself, but it was useful for my team and sharing my engagement strategies that worked well to the team, and they also went on and used them as well, so that it ensured continuity between the team and working together as a group to benefit our learners.
The diary was also really great to have to refer to, and I still refer to that now. And it's just, again, with all the different strategies that are in there, it's all about keeping your teaching fresh and coming up with new ways of delivering the same content. So yeah, all in all, it was a great experience, and I would recommend it to anyone else.
The best part of the LEOP program, probably all of it. The workshops were great, the ideas were great, the interaction with my colleagues was great. I would certainly recommend it to anyone else who had the time or would like to participate. It was a great learning opportunity for me.
So in summary, I think the LEOP program has been extremely beneficial, even for me, who's been around for 20 or so years as an experienced teacher, but also for new people. And I think it's been a great program for a couple of reasons. One, it's allowed me to build relationships with other teachers. But two, it's allowed me to think of new strategies that could be used in engaging with with students, but also to share some of my knowledge and skills with a less experienced teacher as my mentee. So I would encourage others to partake in the program, because it can provide a great opportunity for you in your learning as a teacher. Thank you.